Now, people still aren't saving enough for their retirement. That's the warning from an influential think tank, which says that to avoid poverty, people need to save 6 times more than they currently do. Our Consumer Affairs correspondent, Poppy Trowbridge, is in central London to tell us more about this. I mean, so a huge gap then between what people are putting away for their retirements and what they'll actually get then in terms of their pensions.
And I'm at a company that's absolutely typical of the types of firms the government wants to bring into their auto-enrollment pension plan. It's a company called Business Environment. They employ about 140 staff, and in just a few months' time, every employee here will be opted in to an automatic pension scheme. But today a think tank has gone a step further, calling out the government's plans for this auto-enrollment, saying they don't go further enough. But as you know, the burden of saving for pensions really falls to the young, and I've got one young worker with me here today. Jamie, thanks for talking to us here on Sky News. This think tank today is saying saving for a pension should be compulsory. How would you feel if that became law?
I wouldn't be happy with that at all. I don't think it's realistic to make that a legal requirement. You know, everybody's got different personal situations, and I think that saving and having a pension is very important. So.
Well, I guess I should ask, do you save for a pension now?
I'm starting to begin my contributions next month, so I am going to start paying in, but Business Environment, you know, have a very generous pension package, which I find really highly attractive, so it's really good.
Is a pension something that's one of your financial priorities? I mean, the young have lots of other things they have to pay for, including saving for perhaps a mortgage, the other biggest financial cost.
Me personally, I think it's very important to have both savings and a pension. You know, I've recently just purchased my first property, so I've got minimal savings at the moment, but I think it's very important to have both, because you never know what unplanned expenditure could happen, and definitely for the future, you know, we should take our own personal, you know, take ownership of our futures. So,
if you are already saving or planning to save for your future pension, what's wrong with making it a legal requirement?
It's just not realistic to, you know, make it a legal requirement to put in 12%, because I've got my mortgage, I've got to pay for travel into work, which obviously is increased this year. I've also got other utility bills I need to pay, and all of that, as well as putting money aside for my savings and a pension, is not going to be feasible to put in 12%.
So perhaps a message to the government and to this think tank: you're on it, but you'll do it your way.
Exactly.
Thanks for talking to us, Jamie. You know, with 9 million people being brought into auto-enrollment pensions, whether you're a taxpayer or one of those workers who will soon be required to save, the pension equation matters to everyone.
Poppy, thank you very much indeed. Poppy Trowbridge there, and coming up on Sky News.